Okay, it does help if you turn it on. Good afternoon, Hollis Hawks.
Good afternoon.
I am very excited to be here today to honor some very important people. Why are we here? Do you remember? Oh, I love how you're awake. Why are we here today? To honor all the veterans. Did you see them over here? Let's give them a round of applause. All right, thank you for being such an amazing audience already. You know, the lights went off, no one said anything, you gave us our attention. We have people up here who have been working really hard, they're giving us their attention. And I know how important it is for you to make sure that our message gets across. It wouldn't be so good if we had some behavior issues, right? I know we're really close together. If you need a little bit of space and people are too close, you can just like move over a little bit, right? I'm going to draw everyone's attention to the exits, right? If we had a fire drill right now, wouldn't we all go out the same exit? Do you think that would be safe? No. Can you point to like 2 exits where you would go if there was a... Love it, love it. And remember, right through the kitchen doors is also another exit. So in case there's an emergency, you know what to do. All right, so we're going to start with a happy birthday. Today is the 247th birthday of the Marine Corps. Wow, wow. Revolutionary days. That's how old, 247 years. Today happens to be their special day. Well, as you know, we are here today to honor those men and women who are serving or have served to defend and protect America. They are doing this as members of the Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, Merchant Marines, and the Coast Guard. They are protecting our freedoms for us. They fight for them in other countries so their citizens can enjoy what Americans already have. Our soldiers work tirelessly every day all over the world to attain the goals and help other countries. Please join me in welcoming the veterans that are visiting here with us today. I have some of their names and their ranks. And veterans, if you wouldn't mind standing up so the kids can see who you are. It's hard to see right now when we call your name. They can't really see you. We'd love to put some names and faces together. I'm going to start with someone who isn't here today. Michael Arndt is a first sergeant currently serving in Saudi Arabia. So I just want to kind of acknowledge that. Mark Navin is a corporal in the Marine Corps. Tim Penasek, captain in the Army. Jim Belanger, first class petty officer, Navy. Bruce Moran, specialist, Army. to also honor the spouses who are here today of all the veterans. Spouses, could you stand up as well if I haven't had a chance to honor you very much. We really appreciate it. All of our candidates, it really is. Thank you so much. You know, sometimes as moms and dads are serving and they're leaving and the other person's taking care of all the things in the family, and it's really, really a lot of work, and it takes a whole family to make it work when you are working with, you know, any of the armed forces. So at this time, I'd like to invite up the student council members up to the front. So just follow their hands. I will please rise. And join us in the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing. Please remain standing for our national anthem. Our allegiance to the flag. Did you know that the U.S. flag was not always such a powerful symbol? When America was young, and we had just declared our independence, which was a treasonous act, as some of you are learning about in 5th grade, the symbols that our brave citizens fought under were things like the eagle, or Lady Liberty, or even George Washington. During the Revolution, the flag was a way to determine whose side you were on. Then in 1777, the Congress passed the Flag Act, outlining some of the things that our current flag has on it, and the U.S. flag was designed. Do you think that made the flag popular? No, it did not. Okay, so the British were still pretty upset that we won our independence, and they decided to keep giving us some trouble. That's right, they gave Americans a very hard time, like interfering with trade, so we couldn't get important things to the American continent, and taking our people and making them work for their Navy instead of our Navy. It was just too much. And so we had kind of another fight about this. This war was called the War of 1812. During that war, the British warships focused on Fort McHenry, and for 25 hours, 25. All of that, all day, all night, they were bombing the fort, shooting at them. There was so much smoke, it was really terrible. Lots of destruction. And in the early morning on the next day, the U.S. soldiers at Baltimore's Fort McHenry raised a huge, huge flag. And it was kind of like, hey, we're still here. The sight of those broad stripes and bright stars inspired Francis Scott Key to write that song we just heard and eventually become the U.S. national anthem. And his words gave new significance to this symbol. And it started a tradition through which generations of Americans have invested lots of feelings and meanings and memories around the flag. When I look at our flag, I'm filled with pride and a sense of awe. You know, how about you? When you look at the flag, what feelings do you have? Can you turn and talk to your elbow partner and say, what the flag means to you? Veterans, students, what does the flag mean to you? Thank you for putting your thoughts in there. Okay, maybe some of you had the same feelings about the flag. Maybe some of you had opposite feelings. And guess what? It's okay not to think the same things as your peers. In America, we were founded on the idea of liberty, which means, if you're not sure, that we are free from oppressive restrictions imposed by authority. It's okay to have civil discourse, which means it's really okay to have a conversation in which there are mutual airing of different viewpoints and opinions. We have these freedoms as part of our country, but not everyone around the world has those same freedoms. It's really, really sad that in some areas around the world, you could be put in jail for not wearing the right clothes. Did you know that? It's really, really sad that in some parts of the world, you could actually be put in jail for having a different opinion than what the government tells you to have. We just had elections on Tuesday, and in some countries, citizens don't even get to choose their leaders. I'm so honored that our service members, the ones sitting over there, and all the other ones not here, were brave enough to defend our country, so that other countries can come over here and defeat us and change our way. Let's hear it for our veterans and all our active leaders. This is just one of the reasons why we honor our veterans. Once America got really strong, we could focus on what was happening in other countries. And we started noticing, ooh, some of those countries treat their citizens much more poorly than we get treated. And now we had a choice as a country. Do we help these other countries or ignore them? You know, I mean, we were founded on justice and liberty for all. And as human beings, we didn't want to stand by and watch other human beings suffer. And so our soldiers were sent all over the world to help others. They had to leave their families. But they believed so much in the idea of liberty and justice. The veterans that you see here today make up just a tiny portion of soldiers. There are over 16 million veterans in our world that have helped America be strong and given hope to other countries. We have a lot to be thankful for. Yeah, all right, I think that's good. Yeah, good. At this time, I'd like to invite June to come up and recite her poem.
On Veterans Day, we honor all who answered to a service call. Soldiers young and soldiers old fought for freedom, brave and bold. Some have lived while others died, and all of them deserve our pride. We are proud of all the soldiers who kept thinking of red, white, and blue. They fought for us and all our rights. They fought for many days and nights. And though we may not know each name, we thank all veterans just the same. Happy Veterans Day, all veterans.
the HUES Holiday Singers. A reading from one of our students,
The Veteran's Acrostic Poem. V is for valor, they did show, by selflessly defending our freedom.
E is for empathy, because they put themselves in the shoes of their country. T is for thoughtfulness, because they have given up precious time with their families to serve us.
E is for extremely brave, because they know the hardships they will have to go through to keep us safe, and yet they still push through.
R is for risk-taking, because they put their lives on the line to keep us safe. A is for awe-inspiring, because the bravery we show defending our country.
N is for never giving up, because even though they have been through so much, they have never given up hope that they can do it.
S is for sacrifices, because they have had to sacrifice many things in their lives for us.
Thank you, veterans, for valor, empathy, thoughtfulness, bravery, risk-taking, being awe-inspiring, never giving up, and sacrificing so much to keep us safe.
I do have a special announcement before the HUES band members start to play. Who has, in their career here at the Hollister Elementary, written a card to the Warriors? We do a Warrior card drive. Who's done that? So Dr. Laura is here with me today. Dr. Laura, could you stand up? She is the person who created the program, and they are, how many, we have almost 1 million? How many? 600,000 cards have been made since she started this. And they have gone all over the globe. She mails them all over for us. And here we have a note from some people who received our cards. I'd like to read it to you. On behalf of the 12th Combat Aviation Brigade soldiers, it is our sincere honor to extend a heartfelt thank you to all of the teachers and students who spent time creating wonderful and touching cards and butterflies for the soldiers. Very few things lift the spirits and convey sincere gratitude like a personal gesture such as these. It is from our sorry, let me see. The love and support of the American people drives our soldiers to be the disciplined team of warfighting professionals who are trusted to conduct aviation operations all over the world. Please let the students know that their message of love and support reached soldiers in the forward deployed location and had a tremendous impact on the spirit and morale in our unit. Your support is greatly appreciated. So if you're thinking, I'm going to get that card done, I just haven't done it yet, we really need you to get those cards done by next week, because they've got to be mailed out around the world. They're making a difference. You think, oh, I'm just writing something, maybe who knows who will get it? The soldiers get it. So thank you so much. Mr. Wallace, let's hear it for the band.
I'm not on your program. When you're out in the streets or in shopping mall or going somewhere, walking on the sidewalk, you meet veterans. You can tell they're veterans, and a lot of them are wearing a hat, not like this one, but like a cap that says Veterans of World War II or Vietnam Veteran or U.S. Air Force or something like that. So what do? You can thank them by using a citizen's salute. What's a citizen's salute? It's not like this. It's like this. You just put your hand over your heart as you walk by and nod to them. They'll know what you mean, and they'll know that you're thanking them for their service.
All right, let's try that, right? You see a veteran, do a citizen salute, nod, make eye contact. That's easy to do, right? Some nonverbal language to say, thank you for your service. We really care about you, right? That we really mean a lot to them. So Veterans Day was established as a way for us to honor our very important military veterans. All right, tomorrow is Veterans Day. Woo! I want each and every one of you to take a moment and tomorrow send out mental thank yous to our veterans all over the world. If you see any veterans, you now know what to do, right? Citizen salute. We can certainly do much more. You can attend Veterans Day parades. You can decorate your homes with red, white, and blue. You can write a note card to a service member. All of those things are within our power. Let's look at our veterans one more time and give them a round of applause for all their years of service. Thank you so much from the bottom of all of our hearts. What you see around the room are hours and hours of decorations. We've worked really hard over the past week to make sure we showed you how much we love you through visuals. You've seen our students singing, reciting poems, writing their own poems, practicing their bands. They all do this with love in their heart. They give up their recess, they give up sometimes their extra work for you to come and do this because it's really important, right? It's easy for us just to keep our schedule. We all could just be in our classrooms, but it was so important for us to honor you and that for you to take the time to be here so we can actually show you means a lot to us. Thank you so much. You can go ahead and clap. This concludes our ceremony. As you are leaving, students, look to your teachers for your exit directions. And, oh, we have one more, okay? Oh, I forgot! How can I forget this best song?